Hello everybody, welcome to the Joel Show, where today we take a full and complete tour of my mountain base in Minecraft. Hello everybody, I'm Joel Homie, your guys' host for today's video, where I give you guys a full and complete and very detailed tour of my Minecraft base. Now this will not be a world tour, but more or less just a simple base tour, because I have not done much with my world, excluding my base yet. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at this flight of stairs. So this is one of the many ways that you can use to get up to my little mountain base. And what I mean by mountain base is I've simply just carved it out. So when you start here, you just simply walk up here. We've got a torch for when it is dark. Walk up these flight of stairs. We've got a couple more torches, and you start to see a bunch of flowers that I've placed around. And there is the mountain base right there. And when you walk inside, this is simply what you would expect. It's a bunch of rooms carved out of a mountain, but before we go in there and take a look at everything, we're going to go ahead and take a nice detailed look at out here before we go ahead and go inside. But anyway, once you come through those steps, you go through this walkway, you see all those flowers, the base right there, and then you've got some more torches as well as flowers randomly placed, and then of course your daily amount of animals roaming around. But anyway, through this walkway you can either go inside, which we'll do later. You can go to the left, which will take you to the nether portal, or the pool and the garden, which we'll go ahead and take a very quick look at the nether portal first, because it is the most simple thing here. So walking up these stairs with some torches as usual, you can see the nether portal right here. Now this does work, as you can see there. Some people waiting there for some reason. But anyway, we'll go ahead and go back here. And walking down these flight of stairs, we can go ahead and go straight. And this will go ahead and take us to either a dead end, or we can go left and go to the pool. And now this pool was actually carved before me and my friend Deegan, aka 29Bricks, as you guys may or may not know him. This was a simple just mountain, like, carved out right here. It looked very normal, but me and my friend Deegan had flattened it out and turned this into a very nice area. Now, I mentioned that because this pool is very deep, as you can see. It was a very shallow pool, but that changed when we actually put in the new flattened ground, so we had to make it a little bit taller, so that is why it is such a deep pool now. But anyway, you got more randomly assorted plants, got some birch trees, oak trees. I don't think there's any dark oak here. But anyway, here is the garden. So as you can see here, this is the slightly older style of doing the garden, as you can see here, with the wood going around. Got some fences going around this whole entire area, I thought I'd mention, as you can see there. And then right here, hopefully you guys can see, there is actually some windows going along there. That is for a part of the mine that is actually underneath all of this, because after we had mined out the ground under here, we, referring to my friend Deegan and I, after we had cleared all that ground out, we had quite a bit of space, so we decided to make a mine down there, and there are actually some more windows over here, as you can see. But anyway, with that being said, here is the garden. So currently, I believe we have potatoes, carrots, and wheat growing, as well as just some randomly assorted seeds. So there is everything, and as I said, this is the ever so slightly older style of villager crops. So there's is the garden, and then going around here, we pass the pool again and go back through this walkway. And now let's go ahead and go inside. Go by walking on this cobblestone walkway. And this doorway was recently changed to double doors. This was recently just a single door. Got some torches right there for light as usual. We can open both doors and then close both, or we can open one and close one. Oops, that's acting weird. But anyway, here inside, this is the entrance room. So as you can see here, we've got some chests as well as some furnaces and torches going around. Now, before I can go deeper into the base, you can go ahead and see that there is actually a slight torch arrangement plan here. Now, this is usually a 9x7 layout for the rooms, but this one is actually, I believe, a 7x10, because after we added the double doors, I wanted to make it look even, so I had carved it out a little bit more to this side. But anyway, you can see here that on the 7 block side that there is one torch placed if there's no door. If there is a door anywhere, there is torches placed on either side, directly next to the doorway, as you can see here, through the single doorway. And then here on the normal 9-block side, if there is no doorway, it is stuck on either edge, 1 block away from the corner. And then moving around here, you can see 2 more chests. Here is the crafting table, and here is a loom. And then walking through this doorway, which might I mention that all doorways are 2 blocks high and are 2 blocks long. And the whole entire base, a casual normal room, is actually 3 blocks high. So there's a little bit of detail on the normal schematics and sort of how tall and how wide everything is for the whole entire base. But anyway, I mentioned that because there are doors in every doorway, which this one's acting weird for some reason. But anyway, walking through here, this room is in fact empty, and it shares the same exact torch plan and just about every other thing that other rooms in the base share. Now, through here, you can actually find another room with the same torch plan and a stone cutter, and then over here is a blast furnace, 2 more crates. These don't actually have anything, or excuse me, chests. Same torch plan, and here we have 2 villager workbenches. And then here you can see a flight of stairs going down. That will actually take us down to the mine, which I'll take a look at last because it is one of the most interesting parts here. It is still empty down there, but I find it very amusing because I love mining and just anything to do with it. But anyway, here you can see that with every flight of stairs right here, there is a little sign to tell you what is on the level above. And now the number 2, or in this case, if we go down here slightly, you can see that there is another sign here. Now that number is actually referring to the floor that you are standing on. So you can see here that this is level 1. Yes, this is technically a basement, but I have decided to call that 1 and call this level 2, even though this is actually ground level. So here you can see on this sign it actually says chest room, Joel's quarters, and Deegan's quarters, because me and my friend Deegan actually play on this world together quite often. Almost every time I'm on here, my friend Deegan is on here as well, excluding this time that I'm recording this world, or actually base tour. And then going up these flight of stairs, which might I mention that whenever we say another flight of stairs, it will look exactly like this, with the torch in the same spot and all that. So going up this flight of stairs, this is the chest room as it listed there on the sign. So in this top right chest, you can see we have things that we can use to build in the base, but they are already built up for us, like furnaces, sticks, torches, fences, and things along those lines, more signs. And then right below that is just a couple stacks of different materials. Like here we've got cobblestone, dirt, here we've got stone, and some andesite. And then over here, I believe I actually just mispronounced that word. But anyway, here in this chest, we can see that there is just sort of junk. It's not really anything in Pacific. It's just stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else. And then in this top chest is all of our ores. So you can see here that we have gold nuggets, gold ingots, iron ingots, a couple diamonds and stuff along those lines. Got some gold ore, got some iron ore, and things like that, as well as some glowstone and redstone. But anyway, moving over to these 2 small chests, you can see that in here we have weapons. So we got a golden sword, a diamond pickaxe, actually, excuse me, shovel. Got a couple crossbows, bows, axes, more swords, arrows, fishing rod, and then a wooden sword, and, you know, just things that you could use to go around and scavenge and mine and things like that. And then right below that, this is all meat and food, which I'll put that in there. But anyway, right next to that is a crafting table, just in case we need one right on the go, so we don't have to walk down there and forget what we're doing. And then in here, towards the rear of the room, we have 2 little banners. These were collected from a little place when we were saving a village. They, once again, referring to me and my friend Deegan. And then walking through this door, here is that room that shares that same set of windows that you could see out there when I was walking around. Now, this is the lowest set of windows, so you don't get the best view here, but you can still see a couple things, like if there's a creeper walking around outside, you don't have to walk outside and find it out the hard way and blow up the base. But anyway, same torch plan as usual, and then walking through here, this is Deegan's quarters, and as you can see here, we've got a banner above his bed, and then here's his chest. You usually have food, books, and things along those in here, which actually usually don't have books. Oh no, I looked at that and said it. But anyway, what we usually have in here is weapons and food, just in case we have to go out and mine or something like that. It's right next to us when we wake up. Here we have got a item frame, and then here we've got the same torch plant, and here in Deegan's room you can actually see that this is all oak wood planks running the sides of his room, which does look very nice. And then here in Deegan's room we also have our armory, which as you can see here we have more of those banners off to either side, as well as some here. And then there is actually a furnace here to carve or make armor if we need to. Here you can see we've got a almost complete leather suit, two complete iron suits with Deegan's set of iron with a diamond sharpness engaged sword, I guess. And then here, through this door, this is my quarters right here, which is a lot more simple. I haven't decorated as much. But we've got a golden apple, the same banner, a red bed, because my favorite color is red. And then in here, once again, we've got a diamond sword, and food, and, well, weapons like usual. So there is a room here on the second floor, actually technically the third floor as it lists down there, but this is usually what would be called the second. And then walking through this doorway and up to the what would be the fourth floor. This is very simple. There's actually not much up there. It's just the enchantment room. So up these flight of stairs, you can see here that there is nothing in this room. They're very simple. There's just the next flight of stairs. And then here, this is just a empty room. And here is the enchantment room, as we saw there on the sign. So here is the enchantment table, or table. And then we got some bookcases going around there. And with that being said, we can go ahead and exit this room and go over here to the next flight of stairs. Which here you can see that this says small viewing window and balcony, which this would be level 4 up here that we're going to, actually no, level 5, excuse me. Because before we made the mine, they, once again referring to me and my friend Deegan, the number here referred to the floor that you're about to walk up to. Whereas now, this is, the number refers to the level that you are on. But anyway, walking up these flight of stairs, you can see that this is that small viewing window, which is one of the other ones that you can clearly see from down there. Once again, you don't get a very good view because all these rocks in your way. But anyway, other than that, this is a empty room. And then walking through these, that doorway, this is a empty room. Once again, just sharing that flight of stairs going to the 6th floor. And then here through this doorway, this is a empty room. Don't have plans for this yet. And then this doorway actually leads out to the balcony that it listed there on the sign. And as you can see here, you have the best view that you can get, in my opinion, of the whole entire base. You can see that beautiful new setup that me and my friend Deegan have just done with flattening the land. Turned out absolutely amazing in my opinion. But anyway, walking back through here, this is one of the only doors that I will shut, along with the double doors down on the bottom. Actually, here we have the perfect time to watch a sunrise. Looks very nice and beautiful, in my opinion. With that nice Minecraft square sun. Oh, there's a creeper walking around down there. And this is what I mean. It's nice to be able to have a viewing, because now I don't have to walk down there and learn that there's a creeper down there the hard way. But there is a very nice sunset, as you can see there, turning to daytime. But anyway, walking back through here, shutting that door, we can go ahead and walk up to the next level, which here you can see it says large viewing window. And that is all that's up here on level 6. So here this is an empty room, but here is that large viewing window that you can once again clearly see from the floor. And you do have a nice view here, but it's not of the actual base. It's more of the scenery surrounding the base. As you can see there, you can see the nether portal, as well as the garden. And if you jump up and down, you can see a couple of the walkways. But anyway, there is that large viewing window, and then there is actually, I believe, another doorway over here. Yep, this is about the most basic room. So this is just bone stock. There's nothing actually here. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I actually made a mistake on this side. Because, yeah, that should say exit on there, because there is an exit on this floor. As you can see here, this actually goes to, well, breaks out the top floor. There is a creeper there. Actually, I am in creative currently, so I don't have to worry about him. But anyway, you can see here that while I was building that room, it kind of broke out the top of the mountain here. So we just made a little entrance here, which looked very nice. Got some torches around there. And now to actually go back down, I'll go ahead and walk through all the stairs, just to give you guys a quick look again and what it's like to actually walk down all these stairs. It's basically just looping back and forth. You gotta go through rooms. And now we are on ground level. So now we can go ahead and go through this doorway and go down to the mine. So let's go ahead and go down here, and this is just a normal room. There is nothing special about this. But as you can see here, we have a long hallway here, which does lead to the mine, but I would like to say real quick that up here on this sign, it says crafting table and smelting rooms and exit, which that exit is just referring to the doorway over there, the normal exit or entrance. And then through this long hallway, you can see torches placed around. It's all stone in here. Turned out very nice. And here is the mine, which is the most recent add-on to the base. So unlike building up like what me and Deegan usually do, we actually built it down and built the mine. Now this is built out of the space that was, well, mostly the space that was left over, but we did have to mine out quite a bit. Like, there's a lot of leftover dirt around here. But anyway, with that being said, the mine, as I said, it is very simple. There's not a lot down here. But you can see that nice, beautiful sight through all these nice windows that conveniently fit in just the right spot here on the edges of the mine. Lets in a lot of a nice natural daylight, even while in a video game. Still looks like natural daylight. But anyway, here you can see, yeah, a lot of smelters. And you might be asking why. Why? Or actually, excuse me, furnaces. And as I said, you might be asking, why do we have this many? Now, when we were carving this out, once again, we, referring it to me and Deegan, we had to collect all of our cobblestone and put it through here to make it look all nice in here, which I'll get into talking about why the roof is still dirt in just a moment. But anyway, while we're still on this topic, well, Deegan had all of this cobblestone in his inventory, and he was crafting stuff. He accidentally made a whole entire stack. Or if you don't know what a stack is in Minecraft, it is just 64 of the same item, which he built 64 furnaces. So we put these right here, just sort of like a decoration, and these are not just for decoration, they are actually all working furnaces, as you can see here. None of them actually have anything. But anyway, you can see there, it's the furnace wall, and then, as I said, we got the windows going around there, and each spot we have torches for at night, so that there's still light in here. And then over here we've got a bunch of chests. All of these, I believe, are actually empty right now. Yep, so all of these do not have anything in them, but this will eventually be for collecting ore and things like that. Because this will eventually be a mine that goes all the way down to, let's say, level 5 or somewhere around there, where diamonds usually spawn. But anyway, currently this is just the start of it. We're trying to get the base of it down so that it looks nice down here before we start mining everywhere and making it look weird. But anyway, as you can see here, over here we have a workbench as well as a furnace, which I don't know why we have a furnace. We have about 1,000,000 over here, aka 64. But anyway, through here you can see that the roof is indeed dirt. And you can kind of see the outline of the walkway above, which kind of explains why the roof is all dirt, or the ceiling in our case here from where we're looking at it. This is all dirt because, as you will see, if I mine straight through this, we'll go straight to the surface, as you can see there. Oh, which actually I can't cut that. But this is surface level right above here, so if we were to turn all of this into cobblestone, it would turn all of the nice beautiful grass that we have on the surface into cobblestone. But it does look okay down here for right now, although we do still have to do a little bit of tinkering over here. Gotta take a little bit of this stuff out, like we got some stone right there. But anyway, with that being said, there is the mine, and real quick, you might be asking what this big little cutout is for. This is actually the pool that I had jumped in earlier. There's the walkway going to it. We can see that from the underneath. But anyway, walking back through this hallway, which beautifully came out in my opinion, we can go ahead and go back to the surface, and we can go ahead and end off this video. So with that being said, there is the review, or not review, but the overview and walkthrough of the Joel Homie mountain base. So as you can see here, it turns out looking very nice here on the outside, as you can see with all those nice windows popping out. Here is the balcony, looking absolutely amazing. Got torches everywhere, and as I said, up here we've got that entrance popping out of the back, which it looks absolutely amazing. I can't really say anything, but it looks amazing. I love where we have gotten, and hopefully with the next world tour or base tour, I don't know which one it'll be, because as you can see, the world is still very empty. There's nothing here besides what's right here. But hopefully next time this will be about a million times better. If you did enjoy the video,